Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Timwe Presents, and here we are again with the KTANE Puzzle Plethora. Today we're going to take a look at a new puzzle that was released today, Simon's Symphony. Again, I have not looked at the puzzle at all, I'm going in completely blind, and as before, I have the answer code given to me by the author. I don't know what the answer is, but I can use this code to check the answer. Using my answer checker here, which obviously says that chicken is incorrect. One day there will be a puzzle where chicken is the answer and I will randomly get it right. We'll find out. Well, here we go, Simon's Symphony. Oh, this is a sound-based puzzle. The second movement, in fact. The second movement. Okay, I don't know what that means yet, but let's take a listen to some of these files. Okay, that doesn't seem to want to play. Let's take a look at the source here. Take a look at this. Okay, so I can download those MP3 files. So I guess I will do that. I will just download them. I'm a little surprised that the play button doesn't work. But that's okay. You know what? Actually, maybe if I open this in Chrome, because it's more likely that the author tested this in Chrome. Right, that seems to work. Ooh. Okay, so these sounds were obviously from Simon Says, so let's start by writing that down. In fact, I'm going to use a sheet for this. And I'm going to number the sounds in order. How many are there? Well, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different sounds. Right, 12. And the first one is Simon Says. Now let's see if I can figure out what exactly the colors are. Dum dum. So that would be green, and then either red or blue. I can't remember which order they're in. I'm gonna assume it's blue for now. I think the higher note might be blue. Right? Okay, so that's red, and that's definitely red and blue, aka magenta. That's the upper two, so if my theory about blue is correct, then that would make it cyan. And that was all three, so that would be white. Which, if my theory is wrong, and the red and the blue are swapped, then that would be red, yellow. No, magenta would still be magenta, but the blue here, so that would become yellow. Okay, so let's take these apart into their constituent color channels. Alright, so if we look at red, green, and blue individually, we would have green here, here, and here. Then we would have red here and here, and blue in all four of the... That is a downright pointing arrow, very interesting. Let's try it with this one. So green, I don't know why I started with green there, my apologies. And that looks to be that. So red, magenta, and white. Yeah. Oh, of course this would just be vertically flipped because I'm just swapping red and blue. So either way, it looks a little bit like an arrow pointing into the corner. Alright, let's take a look at the second sound. Right, these are obviously Simon Speaks. And suddenly I'm thinking it's unlikely that the author wants us to really determine like which sounds these are. I guess maybe I'll try that if I can't find anything else, but for now let's just write down the Oh, I think I know what's going on. Right, so this is sense, which is a 5-letter word, and we have 5 sounds in it. So I'm going to write down the number of sounds, and then I'm going to write it. Yeah, let's actually do that. This is sense, this is speaks. So let's find the 5th letter in that word, and that would be an S. And Yeah, I think I do want a slightly more readable font on this. There we go. Let's also center everything, and let's also move this to the side because right now it's not looking like I'm going to need this. Now the speaks, I believe, had 3 sounds. 1, 2, and that was the third one, so that would be an echo. Alright, that's obviously sings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Alright, it's starting to look like potentially a word. Right, that is definitely screams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Sesame. Right. Right, there are definitely 3 there. I'm not quite sure what this is. Could this be shrieks? I'm not sure. So we'll determine that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. It was 5, and this one is shrieks, so that one's not shrieks. I think this is probably sesame. So, oh, it could be Simon Simons, so to make the third letter a mic. So I'm still gonna keep the question mark because I'm not sure. Let's try the next one. Ow. Ow. I don't know this one, but it's definitely a 1, which means that it's extremely likely to be an S. Alright, that's a 2. That is Simon Stores. I'm gonna assume Sesame Street. Sesame Street. And that is the correct answer. Let's see what the remaining sounds are. So we've done the first 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's continue here and see if we can identify the rest. 2, 3, 4. 4 sounds from Simon's star. So that makes that a Romeo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 4, but I'm afraid I don't recognize that sound at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sounds like 6 sounds from Simon Samples. And finally, ooh, that was, ooh, right. Oh yeah, that's right. That was Simon Stops. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that leaves only this one. Okay, so we want the 4th letter to be an echo. So let's take a look at the website, look at all the Simon modules, and see which ones have the 4th letter echo. We've already selects. It could be selects. But I won't know for sure until I either check all of them, which I just did, so it is that one, or try it in the game. But anyway, so this one's clearly selects, and this one, the one that is number 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Ow. Yow. Is it Simon's on first? Okay, so let's see which ones it is not. It is definitely not any of these, or that, or that, or that. It's not this. We already surmised Simon Simons for one or the other, so it's probably not that. It's definitely not these, and not that. Okay, I don't know the rest. And, okay, so since it has to start with S, it's not going to be that, and not going to be that. And presumably not this one either, because if anything it would be called non-verbal, which also doesn't start with an S. So it's either Simon Scrambles, but I've played Simon Scrambles plenty and I don't remember that sound. So I'm going to say it's Simon Selects, even though I'm not sure. Alright, so this is my final answer. Sesame Street. And I will see you again next time on another edition of Tim We Presents.